Hey Vic, I'm testing out my live. How does this work? Am I connected? Hey Vic, I'm testing out my live. How does this work? Am I connected? Okay, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Alicia, you see me? What am I at? 720p? Yeah. What's on your mind, Ike? Nice, bro. Sounds great. Okay, so cancel. You guys, I normally so I'm streaming on Google Hangouts and look at the camera here. Um, I'm streaming with Google Hangouts, so this is different from how I normally do, so I can't see like the comments and stuff. So this time I'm streaming from my Panasonic. This is my Panasonic G85. My Z6 is right here. And so I'm not using this. I think this was a little bit too much. And I think because I had it in 4K and my computer couldn't keep up, I had issues. So I'm trying to stream from my Panasonic G85. And when I tested it before, this worked a lot better. So I switched it to 1080p mode, hoping that this would allow my computer to keep up so I wouldn't have as much issues. So this is the Hangout Live, right? So this is when I figure out how to get somebody to join the stream. So hold up a second. Okay, similar to, I know, Vic, you were on with Keydron earlier today. CW, Alicia, Victor. I'm trying to figure out how to invite. Let me see if I can invite somebody up here. Links. Yeah, Vic, this is the new channel. But I'm going to post this on Instagram. So hold up a second. This is a process. Hold up a second. Okay, so now I just posted about this on Instagram. So hopefully this will get people to come in. Come back here. Video super clean. Thanks. We back, CO Jordan. Okay, so you guys, this is basically essentially like regardless of who's up here and who's not up here, I think this is a good opportunity to talk to you guys directly, like how I talked about on what did I talk about this on? I talked about this on my live stream, so I wanted to talk to you guys on the live. So hair behind isn't no Jamel. It's probably a hair behind, but it's nothing I can do. It is what it is. So it's like slightly behind. But I'm gonna post. Hold up a second. View channel. Here we go. Hangout test. All right, somebody see if somebody can join in. I just posted the link. Okay. All right, Jamal is it or Jamel? Okay. All right, Jamal is it or Jamel? Is audio on? I think it might be audio might be off. Go to channel. Is audio on? I think it might be audio. Vic, what does it say when you post, when you click on the link? Oh, a computer not recognizing the mic. Okay. But I see you in Hangouts. Log out and come back in. See if you can come back in. And then Vic, you tap. See if you can tap in, Vic. Go to channel. When you tap the link, what happens? You get on my Mac. Okay, all right. Jamel, is your Jamel or is this Jamel? Go out and then try to come back in and see if that works. I need some headphones for this thing because I do not have no headphones. The link took me to the Play Store for the apps. Are you on your phone or are you on a computer, Jordan? Are you on your phone or you on a computer? What's up, Charles? I'm trying to get people to see if people can like log in, like join into the live stream. So I posted the link to the live stream for you guys to like click and log in. I'm streaming from my Panasonic G85. I have a clean feed to the live stream. I have a clean feed. Hmm. Do you have the Google Hangouts app on your phone? That might be what it is. If you don't have the Hangouts app, the Google Hangouts app, it won't. It probably won't, because that's what it's. When you click the link, it should take you to Hangouts on air, and then that's how it like links you up. Hmm. Interesting. Jamel was able to get in. Okay, let me try this again. Okay. I see his add email address. So somebody send me an email, and I'll try to email you the link. I'm in there just helping with the troubleshooting. How come I don't see you here then if you're in? Okay, all right. Let me do. Photo me. Okay, so that's my email address. So somebody email me and say, let me in the live stream, and then I'm gonna email you the link and see if that works better. And then let me know when you sent the email so I know to check for it. Anyways, while we try to get this whole thing figured out, what's everybody up to? What's everybody doing? One, two, three, 4, 6. Oh, you know what? This light ain't too bad back there either. I like this little lighting setup. I might go for like a dark when I do my talking head, I might go for this dark look. This actually looks really good. I just found this website to take your hashtag game to the next level. What website is that? Jordan says I was able to get on fine on the MacBook. Ubering from the airport just left Dallas. Where you at, Alicia? I didn't see you when you came up, Jordan. You didn't. You clicked the link and it took you to this live because I didn't see you come up here. Oh, wouldn't let you on the phone. Okay, gotcha. DMAC, I'm trying to get people to join the live stream. So I put the link and also put my email address for you guys to email me so I can send you the link so I can have people joining on the live stream. Laundromat girl. Oh, you talking about Michaela? I haven't. You know what's funny? She just posted a picture on Instagram. Canon just made some new announcements. That's what I need to get in my hands next is a Canon. Michaela. Oh, let me find her name. She just posted a new post actually. Let me adjust the art in the video. Wait, let me open it back up. Cool. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody sent me the link. Waiting on the Sony firmware. Yeah, so Nikon has a 24-70 coming out. I just saw they just posted it, but that ain't happening no time soon over here because it's like $2,800. Sorry, 23, 22.99. I saw, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just bought this 35. This 35 was already $850 for this one, so I'm good on that. I'm just gonna keep my little 35. And then next I'm gonna get the 50. So I'm trying to increase my lens lineup for my Z6. So I have the 35 for now, the 20, sorry, the 58 1.8 is next. Then when they drop that 85 1.8, I'm getting that. And then that'll be my whole trio. Those are the three lenses I use, the 35, the 50, and the 85. Then outside of that, then I'll expand to getting like a 70 to 200 if they have one out by then, or like some kind of zoom lens. Or maybe I might get like a F mount zoom and just adapt it. when I rented the 70 to 200 for the F mount and I adapted it, it worked pretty well. So I might just adapt the F mount lens. I rented the 24 to 70 F mount too. Both the F mount lenses work great for for photography, and they work fine for video. But in my opinion, if you want the best performance out of these cameras, I just put it down. If you want the best performance out of the Z6, you want to go native. You want to. That's part of the reasons I bought this lens. Is I wanted a native lens that I could hook up directly to it and get the silent autofocusing, and it just works better. If you saw the video I posted in the camera store, it just works way better with native lenses. What's up, Garvey? Garvey, I'm trying to see if people can join my live stream. So I put the link here. So if you are on a computer, if you have Google Hangouts, see if you can come in and join the live stream. But yeah, that Canon, I was looking at the Canon RP that they posted or whatever that people were talking about. I actually think that's a winner. Like, I was like, oh, for $1,300, that was a $1,399 for a full frame mirrorless Canon. That's a great deal. That's a steal right there. That's a move, if you ask me. Take this off. Yeah, I'm just looking at some settings. But yeah, that $13.99 for that RP, that Canon RP, like I might trying to give it myself. But yeah, that $13.99 for that RP, that Canon RP, like I might trying to give it myself. Yeah, we got some feedback. But yeah, that $13.99 for that RP, that Canon RP, scary movie. Like, I might live stream you got going on over there. What in the world? That stubby 7200 though. I almost think that it has an extend. It probably does. It probably does, Jamel, have to extend out, but I think so. It's like the pros and cons of something like that, right? I feel like, you know, when you zoom the lens, like when the lens like extends out like this, right? When you gotta go like this and it does that, it kind of looks kind of cheap, in my opinion. Like this is a cheap look to it. But when you're packing something in your bag, like if this is what it looks like, but it doesn't extend versus being able to pack this away, this is way easier to pack up than it is to pack something like this with all this extension. So I think that there's pros and cons to like the whole zoom in and out thing, like being able to you said you blackened out. Oh, that's I think that's Jordan's live stream. He's in, but his face disappeared. But yeah, I think there's that, you know, like it's easy to pack up. It's a lot smaller. Maybe it's a little bit lighter, but then like when you zoom, you know, it pushes in and out. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. AJ says, are people not getting notified through YouTube? Why invite through Hangout? Oh, so AJ, this is the thing. I haven't successfully tried it yet. But the idea for this, kind of like how if you're watching Keydrons or Instagram Live, you know how people like join in on Instagram Live and you talk back and forth? This is the whole idea for this. So that's why I did the invite, so people could join in and talk with me directly. in front of everybody else, but I haven't been able to get anybody to successfully join in and actually talk back and forth. So it's just been me talking to you guys so far. Jamal was up, but then his mic wasn't being recognized. So cool. Yeah, yeah. So that's the idea. The idea is, but the it's not a whole lot of people on this channel, but I can't go live on my main channel. And I doubt, like, I don't think I'm gonna go live on my main channel anymore. Like, I think I'm gonna leave, not even think, I know I'm keeping all my live streams on this channel. I'm not going live on my main channel anymore. Even after the ban, like, I'm sticking live to this channel. So that way, like, when I do live streams like this, they can stay up and I don't have to worry about them affecting my channel analytics or anything like that. So this is the live stream channel. So I just bought the Sony A7R III for $2,400 in Korea using Sigma. Yeah, that's a great deal for A7R III. $2,400. Even that camera's getting cheaper. I think, yeah, it's gone down because it was like 3,000 or 32 when it first came out, right? I feel like it was 32 when it first came out. Then it dropped to 3,000. Then it got down to 27, and I think you see you got it for 24 in Korea. Was you out there with Jason Vaughn when he was buying cheaper stuff in Korea? Got that black market? I played with the Z6 and the Z7 today. What did you think, D-Mac? I'm bringing, so I'm gonna have this. So this is my idea, okay? So I'm gonna be at WPPI. Where's my thing at? So I got my Atomos recorder here. So the idea is I'm gonna be at WPPI with this big thing hooked up. Should I hook it to the other side? Anyways, I'm hooking this up to my this is what you can kind of see. I'm hooking this up to, and I'm gonna vlog with this thing, and I have my little vlog setup right there. Let me see if you guys can see the reflection. Oh, this is my light. This is through DanaWise, so it's not black market. Oh, okay. I love them very fast. Yeah, well, I mean, they are small. DMAC. The mirrorless cameras are typically smaller. That's the reason. That's the main reason I got this L bracket. Like this. This is cool on here. Like having the extension and the Arca Swiss plate is cool. But the real reason I brought this L bracket was this extension. So if you see here, like, trying to see, like, see how this is where it stops. So when I put my hand here, if that's not there, my pinky is like has nothing to hang on to. So it gives me like it gives my pinky like a grip. So like this, once you have the camera with the L bracket, it gives you like that extended grip. So yeah, I'm gonna be in Vegas with this whole heavy thing, trying to vlog. Exactly. Yeah, you said exactly. I'm trying to figure it out. This is the way to do it. Okay, yep, this way. It's gonna look kind of funny. Shoot, because I'm gonna be facing people with this thing. So crap. You tie this back on. Let me show y'all what it looks like. Oops. Exactly. That there. Have you used it yet? Use what, DMAC? Have I used what yet? No, DMAC. So I used the field world monitor, like that other one, for a bunch of stuff. But this one is actually a recorder. But the only thing missing, I need a hard drive. What's she talking about? Okay, yeah. So with this thing, this is a Atomos Ninja recorder. So it records like it's a video recorder. So it's supposed to I am supposed to hook up a hard drive into here a caddy, a SSD, and then once it cuts on and stuff like that, I'll cut it on. It's got a little pan, you can hear it. So boom, this is what it looks like. Then if I cut the camera on, boom, right? Is it in video mode? Yeah, AFF. Okay, so then I'll put this here. Move the mic out the way. But the camera's let me fix my focusing good. The camera's set to in log right now, so I'll flip it around. But the purpose of this, besides recording 4K and 10-bit, is so see this. See how you can see my focusing point? So when I do videos from now on, actually I'm gonna shade this down. When I do videos from now on, you'll be able to like see my focusing point and stuff like that. Same thing with the other YouTubers do. Is somebody trying to join in? Oh, Vic. Vic, come into the live. Are you getting a hard drive? AJ says, so can't you? I can record regular video through the hold up a second. Click the link. Let's see if Victor can come in. But yeah, AJ, you can record regular video through the SD, XQD. You mean I can record regular video through XQD? It says I'm unavailable. Not if you click the click here, right there. Click that, Victor, and you should be able to get in. This should work. What's up, David? You're not on this one though? Yeah, this is a different one. Click the link. Did you click the link? What'd you say? Yeah, but this isn't the same one. You have to click the link in the chat. What's up, David? David, I'm trying to get people to join into the live stream. David, you click the link too, see if you can get in. Vic's in now. Okay, all right. See, now it's working. Oh,
can you hear me?
I'm looking potato live over here. Let me go back. VC Imaging. Yo, Vic, I saw you up there talking to Kedron. That boy Trip. Okay, what's up, little man? What does he do? It's past his bedtime, ain't it?
No, he usually goes around 9:30, 10.
Oh yeah, Wisdom. I think we usually put Wisdom in bed like about 9 o'clock. I think she's probably up there with Tosh right now.
He just wants me to go to bed. That's what he wants. So then he'll fall asleep.
What was I gonna say? You know what? Hold up a second. Let me actually hook up my thing. You hook up. Can you split screen? So Vic, the way it works is whoever's talking, it goes to that person, whoever's talking. At least as far as I know. My 6-month-old just woke up. Hold a second. Let me see if I can connect my headset to my computer so I can use that as a headset because I don't have any headphones. So if I turn up the screen and try to hear you talk, it's gonna do feedback. Okay, now it's pairing. Tailgater. What is Tailgater? Maybe it's this thing. Connected. Let me see if this works. Okay. Am I here? I don't know. I don't know if I'm hearing myself. Oh, let me actually. Boom.
Yo.
Oh, David's up. What's up, David?
What's up, baby?
Hold up a second.
I can't keep hearing myself come back all the time. It's weird.
Does this work if I turn this up?
Oh, you got David on there too.
Wait, come again, David?
Yeah, so I can hear you, but then
it's
I'm
not
getting
working.
loop coming back.
I just need some help. TV.
I
sound.
can hear it fine, but then when I start talking, I can hear something coming back at me.
Yes, this is working. Whatever. What did you say? This stupid thing.
I don't know either. It's making funny noises.
And the stupid feedback from the freaking computer. So now I can't even turn the sound up because I don't want the feedback.
Hey, Ike, just turn mute YouTube.
No, it's not. It's like it's not working. Like when I try to do that, it won't let me hear from the like I can't, if I mute YouTube, I can't hear anything at all because my main speakers are doing the sound. So how you guys have headphones, I don't have any headphones. So
you might have to go to your preferences and change it. Make sure that the microphone is on for all.
David, what do you think of that EOS RP, man? Found the solution. Ah.
Hey, Ike, you saw my new gear?
Well, that's a big money heavyweight lens right there. Okay, this is better. Now I can talk without feedback coming from the mic. Okay, so would you show that? What was that? The it's my Yamaha AG06. The sensor is old. You know what? So it is an old sensor, David. It is an old sensor in the EOS R, but for the price, you can't beat it. Like, at least it's my opinion. Like, for the third, so this is what I think it does. Like, so for example, camera conspiracies, right? He is like, oh, you know, I'm looking for the perfect vlogging camera, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. If it has a flip out screen, hold a second. If it has a flip out screen and it can do decent 1080p and it has a full frame and it has dual pixel, it's basically like an M50 but bigger. And let's say it does 4K but it crops in for 4K. Okay, well, it crops in for 4K. It is what it is, but at least it's the option. So it's like an M50 but bigger. And that, to me, like an M50 is super popular. So I think this kind of camera, like this M10, or sorry, not M10, the EOS RP, Canon may try to go like what they did with the 6D, and they might send it to a bunch of YouTubers or influencers to have them test out and play with the camera, just like how they did with the M10 or with the 6D Mark II. I remember when they sent the 6D out to a bunch of YouTubers, and they were like giving it to them for free to like test it out and mess with it and do all that stuff. So I just think it's a good move. I want to flip out screen for YouTube, so I'm tempted. Bruh, I'm streaming from my Panasonic G85 right now. I got a flip out screen right here. Like, it's amazing. And I'm in a, so they talk about the focus on the Panasonic being bad. It's really good with 1080p. Once you go to 4K, that's when the focus is kind of like funny. So right now I'm in face tracking and I'm in focus. And if I move back, it'll catch up to me eventually. Oh, if it, wait, let's see. Is it? I'm trying to see. Maybe it's sleep. Cut it back on. Okay, there we go. So now I'll move up, and then now it's tracking my face, and it'll catch up to me eventually while I move around. So the Panasonic's focusing system works a lot better with 1080p than it does in 4K. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, just the point of it is that it's a flip out screen. So even if it's not working right, I'll just manually focus myself. Like I'll adjust it myself for the sake of getting the focus. You know. Yeah, the Canon exactly, and that's the thing. Like to me, it's like the price. Like to be able to get a full frame camera from Canon with a flip screen with dual pixel for $1,400. Really, and that's the thing. Like with everything that it doesn't have, like let's say it doesn't have IBIS or crops in 4K, all that stuff doesn't matter because it's only $1,400. If it's $2,000 or if it's 23, it has to compete with the A7 III, and that's where it'll fall short. But if it's cheaper by quite a bit, if it's a lot cheaper than the A7 III, then it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, I'm gonna mute Vic. Feedback. Well, I said it works here, right? I'm like, yeah, it works fine. Then I move and then it doesn't work. I want that new 85. Yeah, bruh. Like, and that's the thing. Like, for a lot of Canon people, $1,300, and if you already have a bunch of Canon lenses, you just adapt. That's how people got. That's how Sony got people. Like Sony got a lot of Canon shooters because it was like, oh, all you gotta do is pay $2,000 for the camera, get an adapter, and then you can use all your Canon lenses. And the MC11 adapter is like, MC11 adapter is like, what's like $500? I think. How much is the MC11 adapter? You spend $2,000 on an A7 III, then you pay another $250 for an MC11 adapter, and then you pretty much paid the price of an EOS R minus the adapter though, and then you could have all your same lenses. Pre-order. Let me actually look up these specs. Oh wow, they got videos of people using it and everything. You know what? Let me share my screen with you guys. $1,299, $1,300. Dude, are you kidding me? The kit, you get the 24 to 105. So yes, there are two cameras that unfortunately crop 4K, but there's still a lot of good. See, and that's the thing. The RP, if the RP crops 4K, I don't care because it's only $1,300. The EOS R, it sucks, but with the RP, you can forgive that. We can forgive that for the price. $24 to $240 15 to 35, 24 to 70. The regular 70 to 200. Yo, Canon's not playing. That's the EOS R. The 85 1.2. What? They are kicking balls with this. Limited. Not who cares? Who cares? 5 frames per second. So what? It's good enough. $1,300. Just a single car slot. Who cares? At this point, okay, so let me stop sharing. Oh, wow. There's no 24p. It's only 30 and 60. I didn't know there was no 24, 1080, 24. I don't shoot 24p 1080. So that's not I shoot 1080 30 frames per second because it's for YouTube. So I think it'll still be fine for YouTube. Why would they cut out 1080 24? That's weird. That's crazy. Canon always doing something stupid. Always doing something stupid. But okay, back to what I was saying. So let's say you're deciding between a Sony A6500, right? You got an A6500, which is like the bot. What's the A6500? Make sure you have a Gmail account. Allow all in print. Okay, yeah. 6500. How much is a 6500 brand new? The kit lens, I think the body only. B&H. That thing's still $900 on B&H brand new. Jeez. Okay, the A6500 is $1,100. It's on savings right now. Hold up a second. Go back. Screen share just so you guys can see. You guys, Sony A6500. $1,100 basically. And really it's 12. There's an instant savings. So once they're still charging $1,200 for this camera body only. Now, let's look at the specs, right? Crop sensor camera versus full frame camera. 24 megapixels versus 26 megapixels. So they're about even there. I don't even know how big the EVFs are. The tilting touchscreen, but we know Canon's touchscreen is better than this touchscreen. This has UHD 4K with S-Log. So I don't know what Canon's 4K specs are, but it's there. Okay, so but then when you look at it, right, you say, oh well, Canon's 4K crops. So does the Sony. The Sony is already a 1.5-inch crop because it's an APS-C camera. Then when you go into 4K on the Sony, it crops in just a little bit more. I believe that. I think it crops in just a little bit more on the Sony's. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So your crop is about the same on both cameras if you're shooting 4K. The only benefit of this is it has the IBIS, in-body image stabilization. So that's still a plus on that. And then it shoots fast. Like for photography, it's a little bit faster, but full frame. So no log. Yeah, no log, but I mean, if you shoot flat, like log, like you said, so log is overrated. It really is. If you're somebody who's serious about video, like if you're a serious filmmaker, the RP is not in your lane. Like you're probably looking at the EOS R or the Z6 or the A7 III or something like that. It's like I don't use log on my Z6, David. I just got my this thing's still on. I just got my Atomos to be able to shoot and log and stuff, but it's over. I use flat. All my videos are shot in the flat picture profile, and I do light color grading. This thing's warm. You cut this off. Somebody said XT3. Tony says the XT3, which that's nice, but the XT3 is a crop sensor camera as well. So, and it doesn't have a flip screen. Do you know how this is how important the flip screen? I brought a G85 over the A6500. It was either the G85, the A6500, or the A6300. I was trying to decide between those three cameras. The reason I ended up with this Panasonic G85 is because I wanted a flip screen. That's how bad I wanted a flip screen, and I like Panasonic's colors. Like this is straight out of camera Panasonic colors, and they're nice. Like Panasonic colors, to me, are like as good as Nikon's and Canon. Like they're like in the running to me. Fuji's colors are really good too, and Sony's have gotten a lot better. But I love the color science from the Canons. Or sorry, not Canon. The Panasonics had great color science. It had IBIS and it had a flip screen. I was willing to deal with the lack of great autofocus.
Can you please charge it right now?
Yeah, later. Just leave it. Leave it. I was willing to deal with the lack of great autofocusing and a smaller sensor just because of the flip screen, the great IBIS, and the good color. Like we all make compromises at some point, right? There is no perfect camera. So this flip out screen if this camera didn't have a flip out screen, this would be a Sony instead of a Panasonic easily. Does anybody agree, disagree? But yeah, that I'm just like, oh, somebody said yeah, D-Mac. Yeah, that was wisdom. School's like 2 hours starting late tomorrow, so I have to teach one class tomorrow because I usually teach a 6 and a 7 period, but since my school is starting late, they're skipping 6 periods, so I'm just only doing 7. I don't think crop is a disadvantage. Tony, it's not a disadvantage unless you're trying to get as much depth of field as possible, as shallow. If you're out for if you want that super shallow depth of field, then crop is a disadvantage in that respect. But just in terms of general photography and general video, it's not. Like I've done videos on this Panasonic G85, and every time I do it, like every time I see people shoot videos on the Panasonic GH5, I'm like, man, the GH5 is all you really need, and it's still like the best camera for video. But as these full frame cameras come out with better specs and they're able to match or get as close to the GH5, it's like, well, I can get everything the GH5 does, but even more shallower depth of field for better, more cinematic looks, as well as more, what is the term I'm looking for? Like lower noise, like better ISO performance, like better like depth. I don't know what the term is, but I know like when you like there's no replacement for displacement, meaning like if it's going to be bigger, all things equal, bigger is always going to be better no matter what. So let's say as good as the XT3 is, if Fuji could make a full frame sensor that could perform just as good as the XT3 sensor and do all of the same thing, why not go with a bigger sensor? That's kind of the idea. Now, of course, size comes into play, like bigger camera with bigger lenses and, you know, weight savings and all that stuff. So you have to deal with that. But everything else being equal, if everything's equal, the performance is the same. Just like cost savings, yeah. And that's the thing. So like when we go back to cost savings and size, what's that lens at? I just had that camera here somewhere. Oh, here it is. You guys, this is a 24 to 120 lens, right? This is 120, this is 20. Look how small this camera is. Okay. A 24 to 120 zoom. So much range in this little package. Like when you talk about crop sensor lenses, like having something small that can still give you that range is amazing. How do I like the net? David, I haven't used it yet. I'm still waiting on a hard drive. So here's the thing, right? Okay, so I brought the Ninja V and I brought the hard drive. I got the Ninja V with this hard drive, right? So I got this hard drive, SanDisk, 240 gigabyte SSD, which is great. Come with the SSD inside the caddy, and then this goes in the back of here, right? So boom, you got your hard drive. What it didn't come with, what I didn't realize I needed to get was an adapter to hook up the SSD to the computer. I don't know why I didn't realize it. I don't know, like maybe I didn't research enough, but I thought, oh, if I bought the Ninja and I bought the hard drive, I would record to the hard drive and then I'd hook it up to the computer. And I thought it came with a cord, but really it doesn't come with a cord. So it's standard SSD. Yeah, it's a standard. It's a SanDisk. It's regular. It might be backwards. Let me see if it's backwards on the computer. Yeah. So it's a regular SSD drive, right? So let me the box. So you pull this thing out. This thing right here, pull this up to the boom. So what you do is you put your hard drive, this focuses, you put your hard drive inside of this thing, and then you slide this thing into the back of the SSD drive, and it sticks out a little bit. So if you see people who like have it and it sticks out a little bit, it's because they're using a regular size SSD drive. But then that records everything to it. If you buy the Atomos version of these, the Angelbird ones, they're smaller, like they're little mini SSD drives. So they fit perfectly in the back and they don't stick out, but the regular ones do. Wisdom, what are you doing? Wisdom, you have to go, okay?
No, I have to give.
Oh, you can
try to put his stuff away to go to bed.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. Family. Oh, so anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, so I brought it thinking that I would just hook up the hard drive and everything would work. But then when I realized it didn't work, I was like, oh, I gotta go and get a connector. So then I went to go get a connector and I made that video. I realized that this same hard drive was like $40 cheaper. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna return it and exchange it for a cheaper one. So that's what I'm waiting on, for the cheaper one to come in. What are you talking about, Vic? He said 32. But yeah, I realized that this exact same, where is it at? This one here, I paid $80 for. Was on Adorama, had it on sale for $34. So I was like, well, why not just return it? So I'm not in a rush. Like, there's nothing I need to film, so I don't need to use it right away. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna exchange this for a cheaper one. So I put in a request to return this one and get the cheaper, the same. Actually, I brought a bigger drive. Instead of getting the 240 for cheaper, I brought the 480 for around the same price. So I got more for my money. The 480 was like $60 and that was like 80. So I saved like $20, but I got double the hard drive space. And then I also ordered a connector. Somebody was like, oh, you don't need to buy the Atomos connector. You can just buy a regular SSD to USB 3 connector for like $10. So I bought that instead because I was going to buy the Atomos one for $30, but then somebody was like, yeah, no, don't do that. Just get the cheaper cord. So I'm waiting for those pieces to come in. Once those things come in, then I'll be able to actually use it and cut it on and record to the actual Atomos. And I'm going to take it with me to WPPI and probably use that to vlog on. So this is my box I'm returning it in. I'm going to put this thing right in here and tape it up. And put that shipping label on there. What are you talking about, Vic? So yeah, that's going to go back. So anyways, that's that. So it's 10 o'clock here. I got to log off and get ready for, I got to edit one more image and then get ready for school tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys for jumping on. This is a semi-successful experiment. I'm going to try this again. I don't know when I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to try this exact same setup again. Is your chat lagging? Well, Awfully didn't talk. Yeah. Osler. It might be lagging. DMAX said, yeah, you rolling with a lot of gear. Yeah, I am. Well, DMAX to Vegas, if you're talking about WPPI, I'm trying to upgrade, everything. So like, I'm doing the shoot at the hotel room in Vegas. So I'm trying to get set up. I want to make that a video. So I'm just trying to make everything a little bit better quality this year. A little bit better. Like I'm trying to make a better vlog this year than I did last year. So I'm going to do more B-roll and try to be more concise with my vlogging part. So like I said, this year, I'm just trying to upgrade everything all the way around. Oh, he's talking about David also. Yeah, David, that'd be cool if you came out. Although, like, the only reason David would come to WPPI is just to hang out with us. I don't know, like, any other reason he would have to come to WPPI, except for to hang out. But it'd be cool to see him. Because I mean, you know, if that's what everybody's gonna be, if we all plan to meet up there and everybody can show up there and hang out, that'd be cool. Plus, it's Vegas, so. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna sign off here. I thank you guys for joining my little live stream test. Next time I come back on, I'm gonna do this this exact same thing. I might do a shoot tomorrow. Because my cousin is in town. My cousin's friend Jade, she's in town, so we might do some shooting with her in the basement studio. What else I got going on? That I gotta work on this video. He said, "Sean, why am I always late?" Sean. Yeah, well, I know, right? I'm signing off now. Sean, I was trying to get people to join in the live stream. You missed the live stream chat. Although there were like quite a few people watching. I was like 13 people watching, but it's only like the same with like 4 or 5 people that talk. So everybody else, I guess, was lurkers or just had it playing in the background. Wish I was here earlier. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I can't even stay up here anyway. So yeah, at some point this week, I think I'm gonna go live again. So just stay tuned. And yeah, thank you guys for joining my little test. This is my, like I said, this is my test live to see if people are joining into the little chat and jump in. And this was, like I said, semi-successful. I got some people to come in. So now I do a more an official announcement. This is just kind of just a spur of the moment test. So, which I've been meaning to do for the last few days. Oh, he's at work. Okay, fine. Yeah, at work. Yeah, I get it. But anyways, yeah. Peace out, people. Thank you for coming around. And yeah, I'll see you guys again later this week.